What's up, Red Wings fans? Welcome inside Little Caesars Arena. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's edition of the Forecheck presented by Athletico Physical Therapy. We've got the Carolina Hurricanes in town again tonight to take on your Detroit Red Wings. I'm Daniella Bruce alongside Ken Kal. As always, Ken, how you doing today? You've got a game under your belt. I know it's been a while since you called a hockey game. How'd it go last night?
Well, it was pretty good.
I'm sorry, Thursday.
Yeah, pretty good. I wish the Red Wings would have won that hockey game, but they didn't win the game, but hopefully a better performance here tonight, Daniela.
Yes, we are definitely hoping for a better performance. And Ken, one thing that might help the Red Wings tonight, we are going to see Bobby Ryan making his Red Wings debut. Now, he missed the back half of training camp due to an injury, but he was at practice yesterday, and it was his first practice actually taking contact. So he wasn't in an orange jersey, which was great to see. And after practice, he said he felt great and he was excited and expected to be cleared. He was in fact cleared. So we're going to see him on the second line tonight, and he is going to be playing alongside Robby Fabbri and Filip Zadina. I'm excited to see what he's going to bring to this Red Wings team. We've been excited since we signed him during free agency. What do you expect to see out of him, Ken?
Good to see him in the lineup, and hopefully he can provide some instant offense for the Detroit Red Wings. He's really excited, as you mentioned, Danielle, about being in the lineup, and I think he can help both on a regular shift and also on the power play. The Red Wings kind of struggled on the first unit on the power play. Their second unit actually I thought was better than the first, but hopefully that's what the Red Wings will get from Bobby Ryan. And I know he hasn't been practicing over the last several days, but maybe that veteran leadership will come into place here today, and he will help lead the way offensively for Detroit.
Definitely. I think he's going to be a great addition to this Red Wings team, and whether we see that tonight, but he's really going to be an impactful player throughout this season. I feel that, and I think Jeff Blashill feels the same way. He addressed the media earlier today, and here is what he had to say about Bobby Ryan.
Well, Bobby's been around, he's got a lot of experience, and he's got some real high-end ability, especially around the net with his hands. He's got a really good stick. He can make plays. He can finish. I mean, there's a reason why he was such a high pick. There's a reason why he scored as many goals as he has at different times throughout his career. Bobby's not as young as he once was, so it's a different Bobby Ryan than when he first came into the league. But I think some of that can be a real positive. I think it can be a positive from his experience level. I think it can be a positive from where his mindset is. I mean, he's been an excellent influence, I believe, in our locker room. I think he understands the work ethic that it takes. I think he's done a really good job of working, done a really good job of giving little pieces of advice to the rest of the team. And so, ultimately, what can he bring to the table? Number one, I think he can help us offensively, and we need that specifically on the power play, not just being a right shot, but a real talented power play right shot guy. And number two, just the experience that he brings in helping all of us, including certainly the guy, not necessarily young guys, but the guys starting to come into their age at 24, 25, little tidbits of information that can help them become the best pros they can become. And I think Bobby's done a good job of that.
Nice to hear that Coach Jeff Blashill thinks Bobby Ryan is already making an impact on and off the ice. The locker room stuff it's a big deal, Ken, and I'm glad to hear that Bobby Ryan is making that impact. We need his veteran leadership on this Red Wings team.
Absolutely, and I also think that the top line needs to get going too, Daniela. And you know what? Let's face it, they didn't really have a great game. I thought both teams were really rusty, to be honest with you. We'll see a better Carolina team, but hopefully we'll see a better Red Wing team too. And that top line's got to get going and lead the way for Detroit.
And that top line you're talking about is, of course, Dylan Larkin, Anthony Mantha, and Tyler Bertuzzi, who were a force for the Red Wings at the beginning of the last season. Now, looking at the way the lineup falls with Ryan in the lineup, he will be on that second line with Fabbri and Zadina. Ken, were you surprised by that? I know that Ryan practiced this morning with Filppula and Gagne, so were you surprised to see him take the spot of Vladislav Nemesnikov on that second line?
No, not really, because I think Ryan will provide a much-needed offensive attack, and I think really he teams up well with Robby Fabbri, too, at the center ice position, and Nemesnikov can drop down a little bit. I really thought Filppula's line was terrific in that last game. They provided a lot of offense, and that line seemed to generate a lot on the attack. The other player, and I know we'll talk a little bit more about him, but I thought Brome was terrific too. I thought he made some really good plays in the offensive zone and hit a crossbar and gave the Red Wings a chance to get on the board.
Perhaps the Red Wings' best scoring chance that came on Thursday night. And Thursday, Matthias Brome played well, as you said, but another player that we have to note, and of course, Jonathan Bernier will be in net. Forgot to mention that. Thomas Greiss got the start on Thursday, and boy, was he fantastic in his Red Wings debut. 42 shots faced, 40 saves. So he played really well at times. He looked like he was standing on his head a little bit, but he made the saves that needed to be made. And one thing that I know you were really impressed with, Art was as well, when we were sitting here watching the game, is his rebound control. He very rarely gave up a rebound.
What you ask from your goaltender, Danielle, is just give your team a chance to win. And he made save after save, and I don't know how he kept that puck out, but actually I really thought that the way he performed, if the Red Wings would have got a goal early or halfway through that third period, the Red Wings would have walked out of here with at least a point. And that's how good Greiss was. He faced a barrage of shots, and Carolina had the puck much more in that offensive zone than the Red Wings did. But he really gave the Red Wings a chance a chance to win and kept them in the hockey game, and that's all you can ask from your goaltender.
Definitely a great game for Thomas Greiss. As mentioned, we will see Jonathan Bernier get his first start of the season. On the offensive side of things on Thursday, the Red Wings struggled. There is no other way to put it. They could not get anything going. So Matthias Brome was very impressive, although nothing exactly happened. But like I said, he created the best scoring chance that the Red Wings saw, and he logged just over 12 minutes of ice time. You have to remember, Ken, this was his NHL debut, his first NHL hockey game.
Well, I think what you want to do when you're a new member of any team is you want to open up the eyes of the coaching staff. And certainly Brome was that type of player, especially in the first game that he played. He made some moves to the outside, to the inside. He made a nice move to cut around the net to get that golden opportunity. Unfortunately, he did hit the crossbar behind Peter Mrazek. As you mentioned, 12 minutes and change in ice time, 17 shifts. I thought maybe his ice time would have been more because of the way he played, but that wasn't the case. 2 hits, 1 shot on goal, hit the crossbar, but he really looked impressive. And the big ice surface over in Sweden, going to the ice surface, the smaller one here in North America, Little Caesars Arena, didn't affect his game at all, I don't think.
So he's actually going to be on a different line again tonight. He is going to be alongside Luke Glendening and Adam Ernie. What do you think of the pairing of those three?
Adam Ernie had some really good scoring opportunities, I thought, in that hockey game. He also hit a crossbar. And Luke Glendening, he's a tireless worker out there on the ice. I think that'll be a really good line.
I think it will be too. Excited to see what both Bobby Ryan and, of course, Matthias Brome can bring to this Red Wings team. It's early on, and I'm expecting a much better game tonight, Ken. Hopefully they needed that one game just to kind of find their legs again. It's hard to go 10 months without skating. And now we are going to take a look at the Carolina Hurricanes, and we got a good look at them on a Thursday night, especially their top line. I want to talk about Nino Niederreiter, Sebastian Aho, and Teuvo Teravainen. The three of them combined for 4 points on Thursday. And it's interesting that Niederreiter is on this line. Obviously, he was productive. He scored that goal in the first period. But normally, we would see Svechnikov there. I think a lot of people thought we were going to see Svechnikov there. He is actually on the second line for today.
Well, you want some balanced scoring, and we always talk about that with Detroit, but that's what Carolina wants too, and perhaps that was the reason why Svechnikov dropped to the third line the other night. He's been moved up to the second line. They do have a player that's not going to be in the lineup. That's their captain, Jordan Staal. With that said, Morgan Geeky's a guy that scored here last year. Yeah. You pointed that out to me before the show. He's going to get the call up from the taxi squad, and he'll be centering his line with Fost and Fogel. So, they've got some choices that they can make. Svechnikov is going to work up on that second line tonight. And if needed, he could go up on the first line if they need some instant offense.
Ken, it's interesting. We're already seeing some early use of the taxi squad in Carolina.
Taxi squad, that's important.
Yeah,
too.
It is.
And, players when they come up from the taxi squad, they need to perform, just not get a place in the lineup and just stay there. They gotta do some good things, and that's what you hope whenever you bring a guy up from the taxi squad.
Definitely, Ken. And as we said, we want the Red Wings to come out a little stronger, play better tonight, and hopefully they can get a win against the Carolina Hurricanes. What will need to be different, Ken? What do you want to see out of the Red Wings right out of the gate?
Well, you got to win the battles. And when I talk about that, I mean, the Red Wings, they didn't win the special teams battle. They didn't win the goaltending battle. Obviously, they need to pepper Mrazek with more shots on goal. I thought Greiss was terrific. So I guess when you say he didn't win the battle, I don't know much more what he could do. But you got to win the hockey game somehow, and that falls on the forwards and the defensemen. They got to get going. They got to step up their game and make something happen early on. That number one line to me has to make a difference. And, usually after a subpar performance, you're going to see guys like Mantha, Larkin, and Bertuzzi step up their game. That's what I expect in the early goings of this one, and really try to pressure the Carolina Hurricanes, make them play from behind, and try to get on the board first.
We hope you are all planning on tuning in to tonight's Red Wings game. Puck drop is 7 p.m. You can catch the game on Fox Sports Plus tonight, and they will start their coverage at 6:30. We need to give a very special shout out to John Keating. It's his birthday today, Ken.
Happy birthday. I know he's going to enjoy a few ginger ales after the game. I know that from John.
Oh, definitely. Maybe we should join him. I wish we could join him. Absolutely. And give it happy birthday, John. And also, of course, you can listen to 97.1 The Ticket and listen to your very own Ken Kal. One thing I do want to add today, that we started a new second screen experience through Home Turf. It's called Hockeytown Home Ice. And what you need to do is go to the District Detroit app, and you can actually see everything that we are doing on the video board here at Little Caesars Arena during a game. So you'll get game day live. And while the game is happening, it provides you with stats about the game, and it also provides you with out-of-town scores. I had it up on Thursday while we were watching the game, and it had so many stats on there, so much information. You knew what was going on around the league. It was a really cool experience, Ken.
Yeah, like just being here at Little Caesars Arena.
Exactly. Very cool. So you can go to the District Detroit app. It will guide you in the right direction so you can watch what is going on right here at Little Caesars Arena for tonight's game. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's edition of the Forecheck presented by Athletico Physical Therapy. We will see you guys next time.